What's up, freeloaders? Welcome, welcome. We're getting ready for a little FOMC action. 3 minutes. 19,600 coming up on December contracts. All liquidity has been wiped. IV is 82.3. I'm going to memorialize it. Current IV, 82.3%. The highest IV we've seen in 2 years. I freaking love it. I'm going to bring up a futures contract, NASDAQ, to play on my IBKR account. I haven't taken a single IBKR trade today, and I'm going to get ready. No options for me until later on down the line, most likely near 1500. Big support for NASDAQ, of course, is about 173. To the upside, it's going to be 2253, and those are December contracts. I would plot those. I know it seems far away. We have a little bit of resistance at 9. I would put 9.3, call it 940. Down below, 1908, and then after that, it's going to be about 18,800. It's about to get ugly. There you go. 1 minute, less than a minute. Actually, a minute and 10 seconds. Apologies. I'm going long 1 MNQ and 3 short MES. There you go. There you go. I don't hate the play. I don't hate the play. What's up, YouTube? How is it going? Y'all be ready. Seriously, though, in all seriousness, I know we're jacked up on Mountain Dew here, but please, please, please be careful. Risk management has got to be your number one priority. IV is very high. You're going to have IV crush into the day. There's always a risk they could pin it. Just please be careful. Today is not the day to sling huge contracts. Today is the day to turn $1,000 into $50,000, not $50,000 into $1,000. So just be careful. We're following my every move. Yeah. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. History is made in 10 seconds. Siete. Oh, they already do it? No? Cinco. Tres. 2. 1. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Give it to me. Give it to me. Bottom wick back up. 800 is going. And going 200 points already outside the bounds right here. 828 and going. Did they hike 50? Anyone find out? Or did not post it yet? Still going 858. Bottom wick off of C633. That's a 250 point move on NASDAQ already. They cut 50 basis points officially. And they're going. They cut 50 basis points and going. Wow. Wow, look at that. Look, it's still going. 88 up to 900, coming up to the first target of 933 already. 80-point move so far on ES. Coming up to the first target, 933. Wow. Still going. 933 points away. That's almost a 300-point candle on NASDAQ. They have not even rolled the VIX yet, unless the VIX gap down where I can't see it. No, they haven't even moved the VIX yet. From what I can see. Is anyone else reading anything except 1853 on VIX? Yeah, I got 1853. Yeah. It might be locked, though. So, top wicking already. They're not rolling the VIX off. Just careful. 1851. They got within 20 points of our upside target there. Yikes-a-mundo. Yikes, Amundo. 50 is bearish, yeah. Yeah, 5,600 is still on the tape here. Yeah, now it just jumped down to 17. Now it's falling. 1729. Right into 18. 19. It got to 19,900. Wow. What a freaking move. Eight three three. He cut 50 basis points, that jabroni. 50 basis points. And top wicking back over right here. It's too risky to try to get in. I feel like my broker will just lock it up and give me a bad fill. I won't be able to get out. Oh, that's also true, yeah. But now they're top wicking the crap out of this. Short at 57.60. Nice. Still coming back over. Smoke-a-ronies. Just rejected R5. Hovering around R4 at the moment. After putting a new weekly high in to 569, 568.5, and holding. Now we wait for him to talk. Refresh. Wow. What's the IV doing? Some will lose. Oh, man. Call buying, put selling. IV has dropped over to 68%. So an immediate 20-point crush on applied volatility. $19,800 dropping back over. Already a 110-point rejection on NASDAQ and falling. Already. $800. Beautiful. Is this good news? It is good news if you want volatility. So 50 basis points is obviously going to start lowering the interest rates off, and that just tells you that what they're seeing is conducive with the 50 hike. That the weakened economy lines up with their theory to cut 50 basis points, which means they don't like what they're seeing, or I guess they do like what they see in terms of getting a cut started. But this is actually causing this is throwing a lot of people for a loop. If you looked at all the analysts, all except one were showing 25 cut. So, here we are. So the big green to roll off positions, close everything out, and now they're going to start building the real move, which most likely will be down either today or tomorrow. I put a ghost order $6 down on a put. SPX already up over 100%. Nice. NVIDIA still going. So we have the strongest economy ever. Why do we need a 50 cut? Well, like we kind of talked about this morning, is that a lot of people are asking that very question. They said, we're sitting here with still a strong economy. Still, people are still spending money, still buying cars, still buying houses, and we're about to stimulate the economy by lowering the cost of money. So it's like, all right, what do we do? What do you mean? So we're going to re-stimulate an already overstimulated economy. This is like giving a dude that's hopped up on Adderall like a case of meth. So here you go, buddy. Go have fun. So, yeah. If the economy is strong, you wouldn't need a rate cut. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and watch inflation increase next month. And of course, Jay Powell's already said that if they have to come back and hike again, that would be devastating. Devastating. His own words. So, very curious decision by the Fed to cut 50 basis points. I gotta text my realtor. Political science major running the Fed. Yep, he's definitely sciencing that the politics. That's for sure. 19821 Nasdaq. VIX is bottom wicking. I still don't understand why they aren't staying paused till at least next summer. I mean, I'm with you, man. I think the election has a lot to do with all this, but I don't know how to make sense of it. It doesn't, like, none of this makes sense in terms of hiking 50 points right now after, whatever. But Nasdaq large top wick 19791, so we're already down 110 points on Nasdaq. ES is dropping too. Nice. 50 basis points. $19,757 still dropping here. 56.57. Making a move. If they reclaim this whole candle, I would probably look for continued downside, but we need to figure out, obviously. 631 would be the pivot for this candle. So far, I mean, this is a very, very large candle. It looks small, but this is a 250-point candle on NASDAQ. 50 with 2 more 25 drops anticipated this year. No bueno. Yeah, and they were pricing in at some point another 50 too, because they're looking at 125 this year. Still coming off 19771. $5,661. They've got liquidity down to 600, and that is it. Remember, we have a lot of movement coming along. He still has to start talking. Made my bag from catching the top. Nice. For a continued move lower, what would be your SPY target? Let's take a look. Downside move, S5 would be the move to claim. If they claim S5, it'll be a spicy day today and tomorrow. Upside move, heck, I don't even know, man. We're sitting all-time highs here. 57.50 on SPX. I know that. Whatever that translates to for SPY. I could do the switcheroo here. About 475. A little bit more red, 760. Has he started talking yet? Not yet. 20 more minutes. Nice little top wick here. Nice little top wick here. Coming back over. Coming back over. Check out the DXY. Thank you. DXY. Huge red on the DXY, but now bottom wicking. Almost breached 100 for the first time in who knows when for the DXY. NASDAQ is still dropping down to 740 and falling all the way down. See if we can take out. We've already taken out more than half the candle. Can we take out the entire thing? All the way down. 5600's on deck, rolling. 19726 still falling. 706 still dropping. Still dropping. Heck yeah, man. Do I trade meme coins? I do not trade meme coins. I do not trade meme coins. Still dropping 684. Once we give out that candle, we're going, people. 5600 on a yes. Still dropping. I trim half my puts there. If I was any puts, let her half run. Still going. That is spicy. Super freaking spicy. I love it. I love volatility. Where's the GEX at currently? 5550 is current GEX. Wow. Bonds have barely moved. TLT has barely moved. The dollar's collapsed. The yields are kind of holding flat. They went big red, but not very much. They're about 3.6. But there's our big green with the top wick. My target for the upside on NASDAQ was 19,933. We just got to 19,900, so 33 points off. Still having a large red candle here, NASDAQ. Coming off. Dropping. Dropping. ES is still falling here, too. Going for 630 on NASDAQ. The past few weeks have been a blessing. It's been crazy, man. With the exception of about 2.5 days on my side. Still coming off. Bottom wick. They didn't say the exact same, not unexpected because it's FOMC day. It's pretty insane. A 50 hike that caught a lot of people off guard. IV, the highest it's been in over 2 years. It's nuts. That was a 60-point bottom wick, and it seems so small. $57.13. 69% IV. Nice. That's about 12% off what it was. It should boost back up a little bit. It'll start to increase again as it gets closer to him talking. Top wicking again. Oh, that's funny. Look at that. Y'all watch this. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, so now we're about 752. ES is 57.15 after a 50-point. Well, NASDAQ went more than that, or ES went more than that. That was a 70-point move up on ES. Rolled all the way back down to 5,700. Now bounced back up to 57.15. Put that in the chat earlier. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that was good. That was hilarious. Very interesting. 57.19. NASDAQ is back up to 700. We're just still waiting. What I'm looking to do, my whole theme today is large green, followed by a pretty aggressive down move into the afternoon. Most likely 1500, 1510, somewhere in that ballpark. That's what I'll be looking for. Large green move coming back up. Making some green today, finally, since Thursday. Give back about 20% of profit since the start of September on all chop recently. Making some of that back today. Staying selective and keeping position size small. Nice. What makes you think downside? Just the fear reaction. For 50 basis points. Man, look at that. Bottom wick off of 680, and now we're over 800 again. 120-point moves, like it's nothing. Let's see if I have any liquidity on this baby. December might have a little now. I zoomed in a little too much. 57.35 here for December ES. 56.75 all down as well. What does Trace look like? Let me go take a look. It's been pretty spread out today. Right now, there's virtually any short positions anywhere close by. So all that short notional has shifted. That's been there all week long. In fact, 2 weeks has now shifted. Back to 800. 10 minutes till he starts yapping. If y'all want to listen to what he's saying, here is the YouTube link. Anyone's trade debate's all jacked up? Oh man, trade debate is terrible when volatility like this. Y'all see gold? Gold is tapped 26.21. Another huge green all-time high on gold. Where does it put home interest rates at? Probably in the upper fives, lower sixes. Somewhere in there for a 30 year. I just funded my A&P account and bought a Sierra Charts Denali data last week. Is that a car? Sierra Denali? Waiting for my funds to clear. Trade of 8 sucks. Yeah. Charting software. There you go. The vote for 50 basis points was 11 committee votes to 1 committee vote. It was the first time that it was not unanimous since 2005. NASDAQ, once again, top wicking back over. Back and forth. Nothing of confidence yet. Couple of scalps until we get to the big event. Do they still instant settle so you can get in and out? No, they stopped doing that, unfortunately. I guess today was the wrong day to do TopStep. As long as you're trading properly, there's nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. $19,800 hanging out right there. Still waiting for him to begin speaking, but it's holding our upper resistance of 933. Futures are future life. Yeah, they did it. That was a year and a half, 2 years ago they did that? I forget when that was. They fixed the glitch. Small caps are also climbing. Pretty much the same moves as NASDAQ, as is the Dow. Banks are coming down despite the crap ton of call buying on XLF today. As expected, the Fed caved to the markets and cut interest rates by 50 basis points. Not only will this cut not stop a cooling economy from entering a recession, but it will also increase inflation, making the recession that much worse. Interesting. I'm curious if RTY will be able to hold green if the other indices tank. This should be a good news for small cap regardless, not so good for big cap tech. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out here. I'm still looking for downside into the close. If not close today, tomorrow. Now tell me what the negative headline would have been if it was 25. I don't know. I thought we were recession proof because of how strong our economy is. Tell me about it. TopStep platform TSX is handling volatility much better than Apex, hands down. Yeah, I've been pretty pleased with TopStep X so far. My only real critique of it was slippage, but it's handling it fine. There's been a couple of times where I've been a little agitated that on my limit fills have been terrible. I'll put on a limit and it'll fill like 10 points away from what my limit actually was, and it wasn't even that volatile. But other than that, it's pretty good. Where are you with Boeing these days in long term? Buying opportunity? If I'm being honest, I'm nearing the point where I'm gonna close out my holdings. I know it's what's causing me not to close them out because it's one of those times where it's like buy where people are fearful, that type of thing. And I don't want to get shaken out of my trades. I'm still not quite there yet. We're still in the 150s, but I'm hearing talks about downgrading them into junk, delisting Boeing, all that kind of stuff. That's not good for long-term holds. So it was filled at your limit. That was TopStep taking their piece off the top without telling you. Probably. Slippage works both ways. Saves bad entries and exits sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I've heard rumors of that stuff grumbling around the Twitter sphere. I don't know if it's true or not, but I definitely don't want to be hearing that stuff for a long-term holding. I just don't. Me knowing what I know about the military-industrial complex, I don't know. I don't see how that's possible. Like Boeing, like people are so focused on the commercial operations. Boeing has their hand in every single thing in the military, every branch of the service. So I just don't see them going anywhere. All right, so if I elect to play an option, which I do want to play an option, when the time comes, I'll be looking about 50 points out when the time comes. My Tradevate's getting no data right now. Boeing pagers make sense. I love it. I love it. Couldn't that be people just trying to create fear to cause a drop? Yeah. Yeah. I finally gave up Apex after they asked for a video recording. I'm done. Is take Profit Trader any good? Yeah. I'm buying Boeing Leaps if it dips to 125. I like it. Yeah, I scrapped them after they denied me. TopStep is fantastic, man. They don't give you a single question. They don't question anything you do. I've dollar cost averaged. I've went too big. I've gone small. Lots of trades, few trades. I've done everything with TopStep, and they've never once questioned a payout. Not once. Instantly passed everything. The only gripe I've got with them is after now being put on a live account, they put the daily loss limit back on my account. So after I've accumulated high five figures in profits, then they put me on a DLL again, put me in the live, which is terrible. Because now I have to reduce my position sizing all the way back over, even though I've got a large balance. All right, he's talking now. Here we go. Literally the same exact opening. $2.2%. Where's he getting that? Purple tie. They reduced their holdings. IV at the money. Yeah, economy's great, so we cut rates. Yeah, makes no sense, does it? 64% IV. Oh, they got a little slideshow here. $4.2. Okay. Blah blah blah. I want to hear him talk about the dissenting vote. 5670 still going. Nice little recovery here on ES. $56.74. 56.72. Nasdaq back up to 847 and going. Attacking the new highs. Wow. $14 for 18. What did DCA want? Switch from 1 minute to 5 micros multiple times. I was put on probation. Yeah, it's terrible, Daft Punk. Terrible. Everything's starting to rally there. Apple went up. Nvidia rocketed. Microsoft, Dow, Russell. VIX still coming off. GEX currently 5550 and increasing. 70 million at 5550. Yep. Let's try to listen and do this at the same time. Imbalance. Okay. All right. If he says something good, tell me. I can't listen to this the whole time. I'll come back on when he starts asking questions. Core consumer inflation's fine. Don't forget food or energy. Yeah, it's amazing. But I did it. My payout was approved. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at that. Jack to the gills and going. He has 57.21 right there. NASDAQ came down 800 off of 870. Golly. How long does it take to pay you? 3 days. From the time I hit submit to the time it showed up in my bank account, it took 3 days. 3 business days. And that was a decent 5-figure payout. I was more worried about my bank than anything. But if you ever try to put money into IBKR or wire money to and from IBKR, IBKR's bank is not called IBKR. They use a proxy. So you have to make sure you get all the numbers right. You have to make sure you get the name of the bank right with IBKR. So look at this. We be dropping. Good golly. Wow. It's still going. I love the volatility, baby. Wow. Wow. Waiting for the moment of IV crush. Yeah. It's crazy stuff, bro. 56.64. Bottom wicketing back up, too. Look at that. Big chop. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Big chop. Every time he actually mentions the numbers of great cuts or the words cut, it drops. Where are you buying eggs? $57.28. NASDAQ went down to 746, back to 815. All right, now he's taking questions. Question time. See, now the market's not moving now. They're just chilling. All the positions rolled off. They closed out all the hedges. The market goes up. So that's why we're waiting for the final move. That's why they're just whipsawing it back and forth up here, like 18,840 or 19,840, 57.30. Where's the best gap going down? Yeah. VIX is not even moving. VIX is still holding 1750. What was everybody laughing at? He told a joke? Oh my gosh, I love it. Am I looking at December contracts? Yes. Yes. Although on Bookmap is September, but here's December. Both December and September have order flow at 56.75, large order flow. Oh, here we go. Good question. Coming off, down. Nice, Damien. Well done, buddy. More red. If that gives out, man, the sellers keep hitting this thing. The buyers better move it. And they've got about 10, 15 minutes left to do it. It does look a little ascending wedgie. VIX just rocketed back up to 1897. All the way back up. Unless that's a misprint. They're going to drop this thing down to 56.75. Watch this. Here we go. Of course not, Dan. He's a political science major. Here we go. Here we go. Any one of us could do any job in Washington. Any job. We could be the president. What does the president know that we don't? Nothing. Completely unqualified for every aspect of the job. Any one of us could be it and have our advisors just tell us what to do, which is what they do anyway. All you got to do is spread your cheeks wide enough to get the hand from the puppet up in there to run your mouth. That's it. Sorry, that was too graphic. Too graphic. Oh, sorry. Wrong channel. Wrong channel. I listen to an OM After Hours uncut, uncensored podcast. Maybe one day. All right. So 57.11 here on ES. Once that gives out, we're looking for 85. And so far, IV is still maintaining. VIX is coming off. Large red candles here. Coming over. All the way down. 57.11. Still dropping. Here we go. Here comes 56.75. If they hold this without bottom wicking, we can get 85 and then 75 soon. But they're so far bottom wicking. Still dropping. Still dropping. Still dropping. Come on, baby. 56.75. Let's go. Nvidia's down. Dow, Russell, VIX rocketed 19. IV is still holding 65, so it's gone back up a little bit, like we already knew. All the same thing. Still coming off. Kermit the Frog was shocked when he saw it's an X-ray. Oh my gosh. 57.04. He knows he's got to be delicate with his speech. 5,600 is going to be the next down target. Here we go. Come on, baby. One more candle will get us there. We're going to have a whoa candle here pretty soon. This is nothing compared to what we're going to see the last hour. Zeros for now. Oh, 57.11. Shorted gold futures, nice. They're just burning premiums. Yeah, they are. Yep. With another 5 on the table, can IWM really get 240 by end of the year is the question. Negative. 240? It's not too far out. I would be shocked to see it, but do you think bigger green then dump? Right now, they're putting on some pretty aggressive moves. These are 40-point moves up and down. This is already pretty extreme volatility. I think ultimately this will lead down. Whether it be the last hour, whether it be tomorrow, I think ultimately this will lead down. That's my thesis. Obviously, I'm not going to go shorting a blast off. I'm not an idiot. But right now, that's the way I'm looking at it. CPI, what do we got? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Another green candle coming up. Let's go take a look at the zeros. Zero DT options spiked to major call buying, now is call selling. But they're not buying puts either. 55.50 has rolled to 55. No, it's still 55.50. However, 56.70 is starting to come along too. I'm trying to talk and listen at the same time, so bear with me. So they plan on cutting 50 more basis points in this year, and 100 more basis points next year. Another big top wick there. Another big top wick. Anything fancy on the new GEX? New. In fact, they've got supportive measures at the 5580 area. Oh, man. 56.17. Let's take a look at this. They just put on 5640, which is 17 points down on ES. Let's see if they attack this down here, 5640. We will see. Top wick on NVIDIA, 5720 still. Still going green. A little bit of red, kind of shaking and baking. 15. Let's see if they can grab this cat down here at 40. But we still have a couple more minutes until we're in that little strike zone. Another 10 minutes, 15 minutes until we start to get a pull-away move either down or up. So the market can remain irrational longer. Yep, absolutely. $57.17, 16. We have about 17 points to get down to this lower liquidity level if they decide to go to that. And of course they got 5,600 down there. And we're pinned flat right now. They're solving his F. Oh my gosh. Still listening. He's just answering questions. Let's take a look. Apple is still hanging out 220.8. We have banks are hanging out at 45. Bonds are coming off. Microsoft is flat. Nvidia is flat. A little bit of green here, 56.62. Who's feeling a swing? Absolutely. Absolutely. CVD is going quite green on this. Pretty large increase in CVD. So a little bit of conflicting data as to any kind of downside thesis right now. Just wait. Just wait. 56.20, 57.23, still going. I think I'll hang on to my 5500 put into tomorrow. Drop my call side and then my call out already. Nice. The buying's starting to hit. Look at the CVD. We'll see if they fluctuate this thing here. Anticipation is worse than the event. Yeah, we got time, baby. They want you to play here. They want you to play here. You're cattle right now. September 18th, 2007 was a 50 basis points cut. Really? Is that true? Was it on September 18th? Man, that noted almost the exact top when they cut 50 basis points. We went up a little bit more. We went up 40 more points in the following couple of weeks, and then that was it. Wow. They're putting on more liquidity lower. Ooh, now higher. They're putting on more here. So they're getting ready for the move. You see the book building back up? So it's nearing their time, and they're starting to build the book back up here. 56.85, 56.48, 56.37, maybe both. Interesting. They might grab both of this. They might go up to 85, then dump it back down, or just keep on going. 40 points back is like 5%, right? Yeah. Yeah. Another top week. We could hit 5,900 next month and start the real crash. Maybe. Maybe. Uh-oh. A little bit more red. A little bit more red. NASDAQ, what are you doing? Still doing the same thing. What if they dump it and then shoot north? Possible. Yeah. Right now, I'm seeing some arguments for both sides here in terms of the data. CVD spiked up. I'm seeing call buying on the options. I'm seeing the GEX roll up to 5670, which is 8 points higher from where we are here. So maybe a little pop and then drop. I don't know. Right now, they're just not really putting on anything confident. VIX hasn't moved at all. They've been pinned at 1750. They're not rolling off or popping them. So here we are, 5730 again. He's still yapping. He's 30 minutes into yapping. ES looks like it's primed to shift up to at least 40. I don't know, though. Oh, man. 5727. The exchange ain't loving any of this. Yeah. Bonds dropping 100.14. Nothing else is really moving though. Have I taken any future? I've taken one options trade. That's it. Small grain 3 for 3. It's nice. Heck yeah, man. And I'm just waiting as long as I can to see a shakeout. I want to see a shakeout candle here to start getting in something nice. We have liquidity that's up and down. 56.85, 56.40. They got some up here at 57.23 too. Gold's coming up. It's still winner of the day. Yeah, gold went nuts. We are just pinned right here, 57.20-ish. Bonds are getting smoked right now, 100 and dropping. VIX still not moving, 17.52. Just wait for him to stop talking, and then they will move it. A little bit of red here. I'm starting to realize that where I'm at with my trading, I'm a much better half-day trader, 1 to 2 day trader than zeros. Absolutely. Uh-oh. 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 They're going for the lower liquidity first, looks like. Or they're going to bottom wicket and switcheroo on us. Come on, get something going here so we could get on the horse and ride it. 56.40. Oh, man. $57.13. Let's see. A little bit of red here, 57.04. Now testing the prior pivot of 02. They hear uh-oh and start to bottom it. Yeah. They give this out, then we're going to be looking for 85. First, they got to get this liquidity here. They're wrapping up. They're getting ready to wrap up here, so I'm waiting for signs that we're going to have a real move here. Come on, baby. 5-minute head and shoulders, yeah. 56.99 and dropping. Right up against this liquid. Yeah, I promise y'all, man. If you want to do yourself a favor, I'm not saying don't trade zeros. If you are going to trade zeros, though, you've got to be selective when you're going to trade them. Don't just fire up your computer and start firing like Wyatt Earp on zero DTEs every day. Because it's inevitable that you're going to give back profit. So if you're going to trade zeros, fine. Just be very selective when and how you're going to trade them. More red. Here we go. 56.96 coming off. Dropping. 56.35 even going. Even more. 56.91 and dropping. 56.33. They just took out that prior liquid. Next on deck, 5600. If they can get it. Still dropping. Another iceberg building. Beautiful. $150 iceberg, 167. They just rocked it over about 30 points. They're wrapping up his speech, so now things are going. Things are going. They just filled out that iceberg. Now we're free to go back a little bit lower. 56.30. The prior pivot imbalance was 5685. That is your determination for a screaming downside afternoon. 5685. Until we clear out 5685, we still have an imbalance to fill. So just be ready. Lost internet? Can you hear me? What? Bueller? You good? The real move is going to come when he says, "Thank you for your time. I'm out." Jay Powell's about to go back and say, "Cut the service to the country." No internet. We're coming up on one of the higher volume candles of the day for ES. NASDAQ is still a little lagging. They bounced right off their imbalance. ES has not touched it yet. They got close, though. Bears have not won until we can claim 83. They can close 83. Bears have won. $56.98. Come on, baby. You plan on doing a nice swing put? Maybe. Maybe. If not, what I'll do is I'll look to short sometime in the morning. Coming up on the highest volume candle of the day here. And they are filling down. 5683 for December contracts is your big target here. The bears are still selling it. NVIDIA is dumping hard. New low for NVIDIA coming off. Dropping. $5685. Here's the first test. 5684, 83. Can you close 83? Can you close 83? Dropping. Let's go, baby. 5626. Can't close 83 yet. Can't close 83 yet. Come on, baby. If we can clear this, down we go. Down we go. We're still trying. 5596, that would be 34 points down, but they're defending the imbalance. I don't know if they've got enough juice just yet to get down there. Like I said, I'm not getting all bared up until we can close under 8.3. Until then, they can easily bring this right back to 57.40 until we can close 8.3. NVIDIA is coming off here. You ever been to a rodeo? You're either the bull or you're the clown. I don't even know what that means. You're the drunk cowboy in the stands. I love it. 56.87. 8.3, baby. NVIDIA is still getting crushed. Look at NVIDIA. Wiping large red candles. Ugh, stupid imbalance. Why do I even have to do SR levels? Why can't I just blindly put on positions and not know what's out there? Ignorance is bliss. Five, 6, 8, 3. Oh man, what a day, dude! What a day. The Teamsters are not making an endorsement for president. Oh man. 5, 6, 8, 3 for ES. Premium burn till end of day sideways action. Yeah. Still holding the low though. The bulls aren't bouncing. They're holding the lows. An older man I met the other day said they say ignorance is bliss, but I say it's the hope that is. Yeah. Did they remove all upper liquidity on Bookmap? No. It's still up there 57.60. They have a little bit at 87. It's just the big stuff is all lower. Right here. If I didn't find your Discord, I'd be hyped up on hopium and pure ignorance and full port risk level. Yeah, don't do that. All right, here's another test. Algorithm still showing red. The 5-minute algorithm. We're not on the 15 algorithm yet. We still have 5 minutes for that. 5-minute algorithm still red. And here's another test of 56.83. Once we can take out the 83 imbalance, if this is a real sell afternoon, it'll be off to the races once we clear 83. Otherwise, you're going to bounce it, and nothing's off the table. So far, though, definitely happy I didn't put on a strangle. That's for sure. They're rocking premiums at the moment. VIX heading back higher here. Come on now, baby. Make a move. How do you see the imbalance? I'm tracking it right here, 5683. That's where the last price was, the price discovery for the buyers. We had a high volume tick off of it, and I was unable to move. So far, 16-point bounce and going. $5,700. Ironfly worked out, made some Chipotle money. Nice. They are adding 5650. That's 50 points down. How's about hitting the like button? Yeah, you can hit the like button for sure. Appreciate that. Support the community. Hang out with us. Right now, we're just looking for him to stop talking so we can get the final move. Should be here in another 5-10 minutes. I wonder if he's ready to retire. If he's done with all this. Housing supply is not something the Fed can fix. No doy. All right. So that's a 30-point bounce on the yes, heading back up. Unable to capture 56.83. So there you go. You don't get buried up until we capture 83. They bounce it right there. Thoughts on swinging SPY puts into Friday? Depends on the close. Right on back up. Yeah, that same spot it bounced this afternoon. Yeah. Coming up on a 40-point bounce on the yes, still going. 40-point green candle. Coming up. NVIDIA bounce too. All right. Yep, now it's going. NASDAQ 19710. Where are they going? Same as a 1 hour. My gut says a fake out, but I'm flat. Gotta hit the gym a little bit if you're flat. Do some push-ups. Some fizzy bubbly. Come on, baby. I wanted a 200-point afternoon. I don't know if we're going to get it. Come on. He's been talking for 46 minutes. Let's go take a look at the data. We do have put buying and call selling. Look. So be careful. Market flow. You see the drop on the green line and the increase on the red line? They're buying puts and selling calls up here. Be careful. However, look at the short deltas. I would be remiss if I did not indicate this via the new Spot Gamma Trace tool. Spot Gamma Trace, coming September 24th. Right there. Short deltas are all below us for the short-dated options. So down into the 5590 SPX is where they're looking to hold. Until tomorrow. Won't lie, since I started trading this guy, it made me have to take high blood pressure pills. Who, the J-Powell or me? Going up the rest of the day? We'll see, man. We'll see. It'll happen quick. It'll initiate quick. We'll know it soon. Definitely me. That's all right. Sometimes I give myself high blood pressure. Where are you watching this? That is on Spot Gamma's Trace Tool. It's on Spot Gamma. It comes out September 24th. It's a new. I'm the beta tester. Although maybe in a week I'll be an alpha tester. Oh, J Powell, yeah. I think we're going to a double top today. That'd be cool. I like a double top. Oh my gosh. That is Delta. Uber. Another rejection. You're welcome. This is so true. Somebody just posted this on Twitter. That's funny. Not moving at all now. Ain't that the truth? Is he done? Looks like he's done. He's wrapping up his crumbled up coffee speech. We have a chick taking a selfie, and he's walking out. The event has ended. All right. Did Ivy roll off? A little bit. It's still hovering 60%, so it's still elevated. But now we're free to roam about the cabin. You know, he did a Q&A. His speech is only like 10 minutes long, and then he does Q&A after that. So all the same nonsense he's been asking. Here comes the real move. Let's see what it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are we doing? 56.36 and falling. Here it goes. Oh, crap. I thought he came back out. That was June's FOMC. Came and started playing, auto-playing. 56.33 all the way back over. Did we clear it? Not yet. We still need 83. We still need 83 to get all bared up. In order to get this to slide lower, we might need P. Diddy to come over. We need 56.83 to close. And then maybe come on down to this next liquidity of 55.95. Nope. Big bounce. Still nothing. 56.83. That's what we need to get through. Still nothing. Oh, you jabronis. Oh, you jabronis. Watch them move it overnight. Oh, they'll definitely move it overnight. There is no way they are not moving this overnight. We just have to figure out when and where and how and all that other fun stuff. I don't see anything in the economy right now that suggests a likelihood of a downturn. Interesting. I would say that I don't think that we're behind the curve. We think this is timely, but I think you can take this as a sign of our commitment not to get behind. So it's a strong move. We're recalibrating our policy to a stance that will be more neutral. Today we made a strong start on that. Interesting. Yeah, a European Open should be quite fun. He's done yapping. Yes, sir. He's done yapping. He didn't really see anything of substance. They're expecting 50 more basis points in 2024 and another 150 in 2025. Isn't there an algo in 7 minutes now, 6 when we get a big move? The 230 usually, yeah, and then the 250 one will be a big one. But then they hammered that on back up, so that was a 30-point dump and pump all the way back up, and they're going to pin it dead flat. Why do you think bonds are so red right now? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Yields are going up. Bonds are going down. That is not what you want to see, given the fact that they just cut 50 basis points. It's very odd. Housing rates will be in the high threes? I hope so, man. I actually enjoy real estate investing. And I don't want to not do it anymore. Maybe it's kind of a sweep trade since it's kind of crowded. Possibly. And TLT trade is very crowded. That's a correct statement. And although the price action has been quite volatile, the net result is dead flat for the S&P so far. We still have 35 minutes left, and a lot can happen, especially if we get into the dirty 30, and then the filthy 15, the tumultuous 10, the fancy 5, and then on down. The crazy quattro, the tricky thrace. $56.48. The what? The filthy 15. Yeah. Am I scaling into puts? Not yet. Not yet. Crazy if they pin it right at the 2 p.m. candle start. Someone for sure still calls and puts. Yep. The farmers always win, man. The cattle can scream as much as they want. The farmers always win. I was going to roll my TLT covered calls up and out, but I guess I will wait. I got to say, man, I am incredibly surprised that you have been able to survive with a 100 strike short call through non-farm payroll, through 50 basis points cuts. I'm very surprised. I'm glad to see it though, for your part. I would like to see someone smarter than I am explain to me why the bonds are tanking and the yields are rocketing right now with the 50 basis points cuts. It tells me the market doesn't buy it. Now they're rocket ships. Look at this. Rocket ships. Potato chips. $57.22. The GEX currently 5550 still. But they are building to 5665. They're building the 5665. Coming up. 5664. CVD and options flow pointed to upside. Not really. The options flow is still selling calls now. The calls spiked until 15:35 Eastern Time, and they've been selling off ever since. So they're still selling calls. And until we get a breakout move, I don't think anyone's won. Right now, they're just burning premium. I've taken 2 trades throughout all of this. It's been a pretty decent day. I was hoping for at least a 100-point trend move, but that's all right. Uh-oh. Top wick. 1 minute till the algorithm shift at 2:30. 15:30. Do y'all know what the dentist's favorite time to schedule appointments is? 2:30. Get it? 2:30. Oh, you already know it. Sorry. Yeah, 2:30. Bonds, this is sus. Stocks, it'll be fine. Yeah, this is weird. This is odd behavior. It's almost like a sweep. Dump the bonds over and then buy it back up. What's Sean Connery's favorite sport? Your mother. I don't know. What is it? Hi, Ups and Blair. At what time does J-Powell speak? This price action sucks. J-Powell's already done talking. Already done talking. You can go on Twitter and find out, some highlights of what he said, but nothing. Nothing that we don't already know. Biden will speak about the economy tomorrow. Strong usage of the word speak. It's Biden. I would love if he came out wearing a Trump hat. That would be fantastic. We just trolled the whole country. He's got to overcome the Teamsters announcing they would not endorse Harris. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. The last 4 trading days have given me PTSD to accept sweeps on every candle now. That's why I've been half joking about PLN day. Yeah. Speaking of which, that they're allowing me to file for an 80% disability rating for PTSD. I meant to tell you that. Not to say I actually do have PTSD. I probably do, but you got yours? Nice, Dan. Very cool. VA took care of me. Man, this process has been super easy. Everyone said it was super hard. This process has been super easy. Talking to the people. Top week. That's why I've been half joking about PLN today. That's good. No, it's all right, man. You go through that time frame. Like I myself I've gone through a rut. I was killing it. I got cocky, and in 2.5 days, I got my face beat in. That's just the way it goes, man. Sometimes you go from literally, You can't miss. Like you expect every trade to go green, and then all of a sudden, you could have someone with a gun to your head. You still can't put on a green trade. It happens. You don't have PTSD, but they pay you to have PTSD. It's not for me to decide. When you're put in the line of duty and you're forced to do things that normal person doesn't do, they don't expect you to recognize if you've got PTSD or not. Yeah, big spike in call buying right there. 0 DTE call buying, massive, massive. Interesting. 5652 up to 5685. $57.10. More red coming back over. That's not zero. That's across all expirations. Market net flow right here. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. Expirations. Yeah, it's a market net flow. That is correct. So is that like a doctor's note? Something I don't understand. They give you money. No, you have to go meet with VA doctors, and they interview you and quiz you, and they bring in psychologists and all this stuff. Pretty much anything you want to make a claim about, any pain in your body, anything. They tell you what you're qualified for based on your experience level, or whatever your MOS is, AFSC, and you go meet with all their relative doctors. So if you have knee pain, you meet with a knee doctor. If you have back pain, you go see, you get all your doctor's notes, all your medical records, you turn them in. PTSD, you have to meet with a psychologist. I saw this on X, so take it with a grain of salt. Last two times the initial cut was 50 points. It was 2001 and 2007. Yep. And down we go. September 18th of 2007, which is wonky because today is September 18th. They hiked 50 basis points, and we went up a little bit for about a week and a half. And then destruction. It's crazy IV is still as elevated this late. Yep. Family doctor was good enough. Nice, man. I was always wondering how other countries handle that stuff. Some people have an absolute terrible time at this stuff, but it's been pretty easy for me so far. Still have a long way to go, but it's been pretty easy. Dems can't afford a crash. Could the PPT hold one off? They can't afford a crash if they think they're going to lose the installment on November. My doc filled out the documentation of assessment. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm glad that was that easy. That's awesome. 5,700. They're really going to pin this thing flat. Am I really surprised? They're going to move this overnight. Watch. We're going to wake up and we're going to have a 200-point move overnight. Thanks, Adon. Appreciate it, buddy. They're going to pay NDX. Yeah, NDX is gigantic. It's a market maker's world, and we're just living in it. Yep. They are about to sell this thing all the way back off again for the umpteenth time. The Wickening. Yeah. All right. What tomorrow? What do we have going on tomorrow? Tomorrow is the 19th. We have continuing jobless claims at 8:30, or initial jobless claims. We have Philadelphia Fed manufacturing. We have existing home sales 10 o'clock. 8-year auction or 8-week auction, 4-week auction, Fed balance sheet. So nothing crazy. Typical stuff. Jobless claims. That's it. And bottom wick. I cannot believe they pinned this thing flat. The highest IV in 2 years, and they pin it dead flat. Although we've had some nice moves. There's been some pretty nice moves. Filthy 15 go nuts. Yeah. Guess overnight futures are pinning all night till open. Yeah, I think somewhere around the European Open, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in there, we'll start to make a move, and I think we'll wake up to a pretty hefty move overnight. That's what I'd be expecting. I still consider this a volatile session. It concluded with dead flat. Granted, we still have 21 minutes left. A lot can change in 21 minutes on an FOMC day. But, yeah. How dare you? The sellers keep on hitting it, though. The buyers are losing opportunity. I'm ready to go blast off my shotgun, though. Do I scalp live? I do. I do. I'm up 11% on paper money account. Gonna go eat some hologram lasagna to really treat myself. There you go. 5703. Who the crap is that? Oh, someone's selling something. Can't wait to get out of this neighborhood. Right now, my rental house is one of these neighborhoods where you can like reach out and touch your neighbor. It's like literally 5 feet between each house. I'm about to lose my mind. All right, sorry about that. $4 trash candy bars. Yeah. Now this was a woman from the city doing a census survey, but she rang the doorbell twice. Couldn't live like that. That'd drive me insane. Yeah, it's means to an end though. I'm just almost there. How's the house construction going? Pretty well. We're about ready to pour the slab concrete, waiting for the guy to get out there, which should be Monday, and then the interior framing will be done, and then yeah, that's it. They sign the house over to me, and then I go in and put all the electric in, put all the walls up, and good to go. So we're getting close. Hopefully we'll be moved in by December, January, somewhere in that time frame. Do I have basements? We do have basements. I personally do not. We're up on top of a really high hill, and there's some limestone out there, so it'd been not good to put in a basement. But I am going to dig out a. I do have high ground. I have the highest ground in the city. My house looks over the entire city. I'm the highest point in the entire city. I am going to put in a whatchamacallit, root cellar though, a root cellar. Here comes some red. You have to post picture of the construction. I will. Yeah, I can do that. We're building a big old barnuminium, which is unique. I like the big open spaces though. Is that so you can overlook all the peasants? No. Trust me, the city we live in has got some super high rollers. I'm not even close to being in the top people in the city. Not even close. Do I live near Dolly Parton? Does she live in Alaska? I don't know. Heard she did. Yeah. 5692. Alaska does have a lot of oil and coal tycoons up there. Yeah. All right, testing lows of the day again. Dropping. We have 15 minutes left. About the same level of southness, agnostic. CL dumped, nice. ES is coming off 5690. Testing lows. New low of the day for ES, almost. Yeah, new low of the day, still going. Smoked it. I'm Ron Burgundy. 24 more points, we get down to 5600 and dropping. Trying to get down there. What are we going to do about all the Bitcoin? All the way down. Oh, man. Do you believe a sitting president should have a say on interest rates? People have found over time insulating central bank from direct control of authority shows to have lower inflation, rather than serving politicians or one government. Interesting. I'm not trading any of this. I took some L's on the prop earlier today and from forcing trades. I get it. Almost flat. Yeah. Let's see what happens in 3 minutes. We have the 350 algorithm. It should give give a little jump start to price action here. The president should be an executive, not a legislator or a judge. You know what I think? At this point, get a hat and put like 480 million names in it. Let's pull a name out of a hat. That's got to be better than any process we come up now. Pull a name out of a hat. They have advisors anyway. It's fine to insulate all that, but Americans need to keep. Yeah. My Constitution says the Fed is administration, executive branch. Powell reports to the Prez. Yeah. You've never told us. I do my best to keep my opinions out of here. Sometimes I lose that battle. 56.85. We are hovering at low of the day here. We briefly put a new low and then bounced. How does spot gamble look at the moment? Let's take a look. All of this support right here. So the short deltas are all in the 5600 area. Right there. I wonder if I went onto like Temu and bought like an order of like 2,000 pagers, if I would show up on a watch list right now. So it's unlikely to move lower. Probably 5,600 or so and kind of stall. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm pushing on. I think Mr. 50 is an inside. He's an insider. He's here to entrap me. All right, a little bit more red here. Maybe coming off of the 5,600 area. I made no secret of it. I love it. Get drawn in by the burgers. Can you say that again, just like you did? I think it's time for you to get off my boat. Yeah, tell me about it, Yo Cheerio. And bottom wick back to low of the day. Let's see. We have 10 minutes till close, and at the money premiums are still carrying $9 for calls. That's insane. At the money, still call it carrying $9. 56% IV. Here's the 1550. If we get nothing here, we ain't getting nothing. The 1550 shift. The last two times the Fed first cut was 50 basis points was in January of 2001. The next 400 days, they fell 40%. The S&P did. The next time was September 18th, 2007. The next 300 days, the S&P fell 54%. What will happen this time? Is it time to put everything into protection mode? No sushi tonight. I did get enough for some $5 smash burgers. Hey, you don't need $5. You only need 50 cents. McDonald's, baby. For National Burger Day. Oh, that looks good. This is lame. Lame. Yep, they cut by 50. Yep. The Teamsters Union will not endorse a candidate for the first time in 3 decades. Interesting. All we've accomplished is getting them on a watch list. Yeah. What do you think the outcome here is over the next couple of days? I'm still in the ballpark of down. I think over the next 6 to 8 months is going to be heavy down, if not 12 months. But who knows, dude? Who knows? There's no FBI branch in Alaska. They already have all my information anyway. I actually applied to work for the FBI years and years ago. I made it through the third round of interviews before I pulled out and went to Air Force. TMF to the moon? Yep. Oh my gosh. I'm green in my main account, but you all start closing up your tabs and look up to see you're holding a NASDAQ long all day. Oh my gosh. I've done that crap before. Or did I drop out? In another universe, we could have worked a case together. I was helping an agent in Tiana a few years ago on his case in a major cybercrime suspect. There you go. Yeah, that'd be cool. I like flying planes better, though. It was for forensic accounting. They're a special agent division for accounting. I'm glad I dropped that. All right, y'all. It looks like that is going to be it. If we're not getting the 1550 move, we're not getting a move. So, luckily it was only one MNQ. That's okay. I've done that before too. Welcome back to Quantico. Yeah. Made 0.75 of port profit. Freaky 5, filthy 5. There you go. Should have taken the GFE on my Apple puts, up 90%. All right, y'all. Any final questions? My overall goal is to look for downside. However, when I wake up at 03:30 in the morning, I have no idea what to expect. So I do think we'll move big. But I would say, especially based on old Linda Raschke over here, red tomorrow, even if we do have a little green overnight. I am currently flat. Yeah, I've taken 2 trades throughout this whole FOMC, and I'm currently flat. So yeah. For moderate gains. Streaming for jobless claims? Nah, not for jobless claims. Not for jobless claims. Next week, what do we have? Can't believe it's already almost October. We have a lot of Fed speeches next week, but not a lot of data. GDP. Fed Powell speaks on the 26th. What is that for? He's speaking as the head of the Fed would control short-term interest rates. Blah, blah, blah. I have to look at the website. Core PCE on Friday. Do you still think the market will move decent tomorrow? I do. I do think it'll move decent. I think it'll end up down. I'm going to go to the Fed Reserve website real quick, and then I'm going to sign it off. September 26th. Doesn't say what he's speaking about. All right. Hope y'all had a good day. I guess technically we did have a big green followed by some red. It didn't. I still wouldn't really check the box of I told you so, but here we are, 56.85, new low of the day. Tomorrow I'm still looking for red into or after the open, somewhere around that time frame. I do expect movement, especially around the European Open tonight. So if you want to stay up late or wake up early, either one, there you go. Theta is the big winner today, definitely. Hope you have a good rest of the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow to kind of close out the last half of the week. I'm out. See you.